What's up everyone? So in today's video we're getting the R8 and the GTR out on the racetrack for the first time. It was the annual Holiday Laps charity event at Virginia International Raceway. We drove about 3 hours, so it was a lot of driving for one day. All of the proceeds from this event goes to the local Salvation Army, so it's really nice to be able to give back to the local community and have a fun time out on the track. On our way up to the track it actually started raining and we were kind of bummed out driving all this way just to have it rained out. But the weather changed, so it was a lot of fun, as you guys will see. Let's get into today's video. And we're getting out on the track today in the R8 for the first time. This is my fourth time out at this place. We got Brian in the GTR in front of me, and we're rolling onto the pit road right now. This is her first time out on the track, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. You ready? Back stretch, here we go. Broke traction a little bit. There's 80, 90, 100, 110, 115. I think we're gonna stop at 115. There we go. We can have some fun on these turns now. Ready? There we go. Does on the back stretch. Braking bumps.
Don't you not hit that?
That's about 105. Going 100 when you're turning rather than going in a straight line. That was about 115. Alright guys, so Brian and I decided to switch cars, so now I get to experience the GTR out on the track. Not only that, but I haven't driven his car since it got the tune and everything on it. So the first time driving this is out on the track like that. It's going to be a different experience for sure.
Alright guys, I'm now behind the wheel of the R8. This is going to be super sweet. Never driven an R8 on a racetrack. Let's see what this thing is like. The GTR definitely ripped. I mean, that thing was insanely quick. has a little bit better nimble characteristics, as we might find out. I don't know yet. Oh, the gated manual. It's been a while since I've driven Mike's car.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
What did he just do?
He spun out like crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And we don't have that on footage because you don't have on your head right here.
I think Brian could have got that from his car.
Holy. Dude.
Got that. Wow. He must have way more horsepower. So I'm gonna break up this video and talk about this crash because again, like I said, I've been here 4 times and I've never seen anything like this. So this happened directly in front of me. I wasn't too close to the Corvette or anything like that, but in talking to the owner after we got done, basically he had a fully built NA Corvette. It was pushing 600 to the wheels. He had some really high performance tires on it that just didn't get warm enough. That was the first lap, as you saw coming out of the pit lane there. He got a little hard on it in second gear and that just caused it to spin out, go into the grass. Luckily he got back onto the asphalt and then actually never really even spun out. He was just sideways the whole time and then straightened out in the concrete back and we kept going. So awesome recovery by the driver, but he did end up losing his carbon fiber front splitter, so I'm not sure how much that is going to cost. But he was able to finish out that session, so props to him for recovering that and not even hitting the tire wall or the concrete wall or anything like that. So that was definitely something scary to see firsthand, directly in front of you, being in someone else's car. But I got over to the far left on the brakes just in case Brian had to go a different route. What I also forgot to mention too is that we're going 60 to 80 miles an hour. So when the Vet owner punched it in second, you know, we're going highway speeds spinning out. So that's something that's pretty scary. I couldn't imagine being the driver and what he had to go through, but that's just something that happens and it was pretty crazy to see.
Initial impressions of the R8, it's so nimble, like, and it's so smooth. It's like, man, I'm in Florida yet to see the power, like, getting out of the turns. Man, this thing is nice. crazy. Like, you're really on top of the car. Boy, boy. Of course, the Armytrix titanium exhaust. Sounds insane. We just went 100. That's the run I'm looking for right there, babes. We got a good run going here. Here we go, you ready?
Yeah.
Now we're cooking. Now we're on. Hey, there's the marks, right? There's his marks. I can't believe you didn't hit that concrete wall, babe.
No, he wasn't gonna let it do that.
You don't have any control.
He got
over
control
that.
of it?
Yeah, that's a black flag.
Someone got a black flag, that's all we know. That means somebody's disqualified or off the track. I told you someone would get a black flag. They still holding it up so everybody can see.
Oh, there it is. There's a car right there.
Which one?
Oh, I see skid marks. Maybe? I don't
They
know.
must have been disqualified.
You smell that rubber? That's probably the rubber you smelled.
Two cars hit each other?
So we've got to pull
so
off.
those cars did hit each other?
Apparently. I didn't see any damage, did you? So
I bet one spun out and the other one was too close.
Alright, so we're back on the track now after that unfortunate incident. Two cars running into each other. That's pretty crazy on a holiday lap session, but everybody wants to go straight, fast on the straight.
They can do that at home.
Or on the highway.
Why would you pay to do that here?
Exactly. We're still climbing. 120, 125, I'm gonna slow down.
125!
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Was it fun? Isn't it cool? And it only happens once a year. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're supposed to take this one pretty deep there, cut it in. That way you can hammer out of the corner, bump on that, and go as straight as you can through here. So we can slide it a little bit. That was 100. We're just chilling going 100. Alright, the R8 is done for the day. Probably got like 60 miles on it from the track. I don't know. No check engine lights. Everything is good temperature. Look at that. Perfect daily to drive 200 miles home now. And we don't even have to trailer it. Bottom.
Alright guys, so that sums up today's video, getting the R8 and the GTR out on the track for the first time. I put just over 500 miles on my car in 3 days attending this event, so it was a lot of driving. It was awesome to be able to drive both cars out on the track, seeing the differences between the R8 and Brian's GTR. He definitely has a very quick car with the Stage 2 tune. It has all the power immediately with the shifts, super smooth to drive, and then having my car with the manual just gives it a much different experience. My car also weighs a couple hundred pounds less than his, so it handled, I would say it handled a little better. He had a lot more power to be able to do quicker times if we were actually racing for real. So at some point I think I'd like to add more power to the R8 just to be able to keep up with the GTR a little bit more. But again, both cars were great to drive. They had totally different driving experiences, so it was fun to be able to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That's it for today. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next video.